In France, they called us Filles du Roi, daughters of the king. Most of us came here to start over, to live new lives, better lives, far from Europe's cruelty. All I found was death. I'm okay. I'm okay. Good boy. Did you drag me back to shore? Where's everyone else? Oh no. Hélène? Hélène, where are you? Thérèse! Marie! Anyone? That's right. We can't be the only ones. We can't be. Come on, boy. Let's look for survivors. Did you find something? The captain's eau de vie. Your owner must be close. Almost empty. Was he drinking when the storm hit? Here, can you pick up the captain's scent? Ugh, that reeks. Can't believe sailors fought over this. Forget it. Let's just keep looking. Is anyone out there? It's me, Jeanne! Everything's gone rancid. What are we gonna do for food? Oh no. God. That's so much blood. I don't even want to think about what happened. Our Lord who art in heaven, grant me courage too. My rosary. Where's my rosary? It has to be here. It has to be somewhere. It has to. God, please. Not this too. This is Hélène's. But it's all... No, she can't be. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Anyone? You found him! He's gone. They're all gone. Why, God? Why take them? Why leave me alone again? A Bible. Lord, grant me courage to face this on my own, and protect me from evil. Carry the lost to the land which you swore to their fathers, and give them peace. Amen. I know, boy. I know. Come on. We need to get help. I don't know how far Quebec is, but... Easy. Easy. Something's out there.
The lands Innu call home are more than hunting grounds. They're bridges to our past. There, I walk the paths of my ancestors, track the same prey, cross the same rivers. But that day, the past felt distant. Something changed my home, scarred it, and I needed to know why. More frostbitten flowers. Wind's colder too. Good. Still on the right trail. Whole forest feels off today. The animals must fear that chill in the air, too. Maybe great-grandfather was right. Maybe this cold really is driving the caribou away. But then, what drove this cold here? Huh? Sap hasn't thawed. This is recent. Need to be careful. Frost alone can't cause damage like this. Something else tore through here. Something big. No sign of prints, though. Fresh tracks. 2 sets. But these weren't made by Innu moccasins. White men. Why are they here? Oh no! What have you done? What have you done to our home?
No use. The wood's too wet. Dead branches from the forest might work better. But... Lord, I pray for your protection. You are my hiding place. Under your wings, I find refuge. Protect me. Please. You're getting cold too, huh? Boy? It's hopeless. Everything's soaked. I know, boy. I miss them too. At least we have each other. I guess we... What's wrong? What is that thing? Wait. Is it searching the wreckage? Oh God. We can't let it see us. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Boy, no! Just stay, please! Please, don't! Boy, no! Oh, God, it's coming. What do I do? What do I do? God, I'm begging you, don't let this happen. Please, please don't let me die.
What the? Jesus Christ, you're a long way from home, little lady. Good boy. Where are the others hiding?
There are no others. It's just us.
You serious? God damn it. So much for finding help. I take it you've been freezing all night, huh? You know how to sew, girl?
Huh?
Sewing. You know, with needles and thread and shit. Know how?
Yes, I do.
Finally, a bit of luck. So, I can't exactly take care of this on my own. But I can trade you a fire for a couple of stitches. Sound fair?
Very fair. Thank you.
Just, Maybe wait till your hands stop shaking before you start poking at my face, eh?
And that's how I met Pierre. The man who saved my life. The man who started all of this.
A good friend once told me, never let fear or hate prevent understanding. But that day, I didn't want to understand. I wanted to wake up from a nightmare they created. Ugh. That stench. Rotting meat? No! I'd seen death before, but this was something else. Something worse. His remains were gaunt, like he'd been starving. Yet the white man hadn't eaten a single scrap of him. I could taste his agony amid the stench, see it in his eyes. His spirit was crying out in pain, begging to be freed from that decaying prison. His snow-white fur had been hacked off, not skinned. It felt as if his killers wanted to hurt him, even in death. Forgive me, Wolf. I wish I could give you the peace they failed to. Great-grandfather may know how to slow your rot, but... Huh? The white man's camp. He's dead. Huh. He froze to death, but it wasn't slow or gradual. More like he was mauled by cold. I'm sorry. You don't deserve this any more than the wolf does. A hunter told me white men do this to help the dead rest. I hope it makes your journey easier. That's odd. His moccasins are gone. Stripped bare and left behind, just like the wolf. Someone else was here, and he robbed this man. Why? What kind of mantush defiles his brother instead of burying him? Still a few embers. Fire's been out for a day, at most. The other man left a lot of supplies behind. Probably because he had to. Tanning rack. Must have been used for the wolf's fur. But it's gone now. Likely taken by the other man. He looted the camp, left his friend's body laying here, and ran off with the white wolf's hide. Now then, where did he go? prints are deep, spaced far apart. He ran. Left behind some belongings, but no sign of the white belt. Still, for him to just drop all this? Fresh blood. Froze before it could dry. It's just like what killed the dead man. Great-grandfather was right. Our elders once spoke of a winter spirit who lashes out when nature is defiled. Should its anger go unappeased, frigid weather would follow, causing countless deaths. I had to find the one who did this, retrieve the white fur he had stolen, lay the dishonored wolf to rest, and fast. Or else, the coming winter would be my people's last.
The other girls told me stories about men like him. Called them swashbuckling heroes. Men who could conquer the New World's wilds and beasts. But well, my first impression of Pierre was that he was a wild beast. All right, all done. Don't strain or the stitches might break.
Much obliged. Still can't believe you thought I was a werewolf, though.
I didn't mean to, but you were acting like I thought...
Relax. I'm just teasing. Still, after hearing that story, you're luckier to be alive than I thought. You, have my condolences, though. Lost a friend myself not long ago. I know it ain't easy. For what it's worth.
Thank you. I know they're at peace in his kingdom now. But none of them deserve this.
New World's a harsh place, Jeanne. Lots out here can kill. And ain't much will warn you before trying. My line of work taught me that, at least.
You make it sound like you came close to dying.
I have. More than once. Fur traders like me learn not to take nature lightly, and fast. 'Cause if it ain't bears or locals that get you, it'll be bad weather or plain old hunger. And these days, I can't shake the feeling there's something else out there too. Sooner I'm back in Quebec, sooner I sleep with both eyes closed.
You're headed for Quebec? Oh, thank you, God! This is perfect. You can take me with you.
You kidding? No way in hell I'm doing that. Hike from here to Quebec takes weeks, woman. And I'm already lugging twice the load I oughta. Having you to worry about on top of that would be a goddamn death sentence.
So, what? You'll just leave me here to die?
No, I'll just let the cavalry handle you. Shipment of soldiers, carrying Salier or some shit, ought to sail by here in about a week. Wreckage this size is easy to spot. So signal them clearly. They'll probably stop to sail you home.
Probably? You want me to wait here alone, on the off chance the military maybe stops to help me? If they don't stop, I'll die, Pierre.
Look, I get your point, but it's still safer here then out there, okay?
Oh yeah? Then stay with me. We can both take the ship home.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Why not?
Why? Doesn't matter. Point is, you can't come with me. End of story.
Are you trying to use me as bait?
Beg pardon?
You said the woods weren't normal. Like something in there was stalking you. And you're asking me to stay here, even though something like that is out there. If you're not trying to abandon me so I get eaten first, it doesn't show.
I know you're scared, but your odds won't be better by coming with me. There's carnivores out there, Jeanne. Iroquois, lawbreakers, you name it. There's too many things I can't protect you from, especially when I can barely protect myself. Stay here, and there's a chance you die, yeah. But come with me, and you're sure to die.
You don't know what I'm capable of.
All the more reason not to take a risk and find out.
What if I say no and follow you anyway? You can't exactly stop me from trying, can you?
You really want to test my patience, little lady? 'Cause I don't got much left.
And what if me following you wouldn't become a problem?
The hell are you getting at?
If I keep up with you without becoming a burden, you won't waste time worrying about me. Meaning, I won't test your patience at all. In fact, I'll make your life easier. All I do is follow. Nothing else. Unless you ask.
And if you do wear my patience out?
Leave me behind and forget me. Whether you do it now or in 2 days doesn't change much.
You're dead set about tagging along, aren't you?
I don't want to be alone, Pierre. I really, really don't.
This thing's already full as hell. And I, ain't supposed to strain, apparently. So, if we stock up on meat, fur, firewood, I can't be the one carrying it. Still think you'd keep pace with extra baggage?
Yes, of course.
Got ourselves a deal then, Miss Angelier. Here's hoping you keep your end of it.
I will, Pierre. Thank you.
You better hit the hay. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. And this'll be a cold night. Gotta make both count if we plan on making it to Quebec before either get colder.
Colder than this?
Yep. Come winter, that whole river is gonna be frozen solid. End to end.
Great.
Here. Friend of mine bagged this one. Always said he'd rather own fur this white than sell it. But, well, he ain't around no more. So someone may as well put it to use for him. This is the most expensive pelt I've got, girl. And unlike him, I plan on making good money off it. You keep it safe, I keep you safe. Got it?
Got it.
Good. These are definitely his tracks. Seems he headed for the bay. I'll be back soon, great-grandfather. That's too big to be an narwhal corpse. What happened here? Looks like the marks our hunters leave when they drag caribou through snow. But whoever did this was dragging something else. Another campfire. Still a few embers. The thief didn't leave long ago. Didn't leave alone either. Too small to be a wolf. Maybe a coyote. Why would one come this close to a fire? These tracks aren't his. Too slender. Different kind of moccasins. A woman, maybe? Maybe they had something to do with what got dragged off the beach. Wait, is that? A white man's grave. Barely a day old. Did he dig it? If so, maybe I misjudged him? I mean, he did take the wolf's pelt, but... Fur traders. Just like the ones I found back home. Maybe they know something about the thief I'm after. There's a chance they're not all bad, and I could use the help. Excuse me! You there! I come in peace! They're trying to kill me! I have to.
Laissez vos fusils et laissez-moi lui parler. Red, you can come out. My partners will not shoot again.
He speaks Innu?
These men mistook you for a grave robber. If you come out and agree to speak with me, I'll convince them you mean no harm. You have my word.
Oh, monsieur. C'est un enfant.
Thank you for your trust. Now, why don't we give this greeting another try?
Tout ce qui avait de valeur a déjà été pris.
All this for a white pelt? Quite the unbelievable journey, Maikan.
Unbelievable? As in, you don't believe me?
I mean, your winter spirit sounds different from the one I've heard of. But I can't deny the cold. And I don't know many Innu who'd come this far just to lie. Still, your name means wolf, and you're after a wolf's pelt? Quite the coincidence. Come with me. Let's see. If your poacher was heading west, He probably plans to sell the fur at Quebec.
He butchered that animal just to line his pockets?
Most likely. Frenchmen pay good money for white pelts like that. Once sold, getting it back will be impossible.
No! If even worse happens to the wolf's remains, the spirit will...
Breathe, Maikan. His tracks were fresh. He can't be that far. Give us a moment to finish up and we'll set off together. All right?
Wait, you want me to come with you?
Of course. We're heading west too. And traveling as a group is always safer. What do you say?
I can't. I'm sorry.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Let's continue our talk in private. I won't try to change your mind. But there's something you should know about them. And it could save Innu lives.
Huh?
Je pars dire adieu à notre ami. Je reviens bientôt.
Hey, regardez ça! Un châle! Qu'est-ce que ça fait là, ça? Dites-moi pas qu'il y avait une garce au gouvernail.
Attendez. Et si le navire transportait pas de la marchandise? Les gars? L'Innu nous fait de l'œil!
Hey! Want something? Hey! Allô? Je te parle! Ah, laisse tomber. C'est pas comme s'il peut nous comprendre.
Peut-être qu'il était plein de filles du roi.
Je pense que t'as raison.
What's this? Almost looks like painted tree bark. But I can't tell if this is supposed to be a person or a spirit. Well, best not leave it lying around. Last thing I need is another spirit's grudge.
Take a seat when you're ready.
So, what's this something I need to know?
Got your attention, eh? Let me ask you something. Why would you rather travel by yourself than be near their kind?
Those people, their actions make no sense. And that scares me.
Well, once you learn some French and get to know them a little...
I don't want to get to know them. What the poacher did to that wolf should never make sense. Not to anyone. And I'm afraid getting to know them could somehow make me think it does.
My name, Tehon Wastasta. It means he who stands tall. Always liked that name. Made me believe I could weather anything for my people's sake. But they just call me Tehon.
How is this supposed to help me?
Not very patient, are you? My point is, they're not the only ones who do it. Other Wendat call me Tehon, too, nowadays.
Your own... Why?
Because I preach my people's values while wearing a white man's skin. Some see that as a dangerous compromise.
Then I'm not surprised they call you that. You chose to work with those outsiders.
Things are a little more complicated than that. Us Wendat were once tens of thousands strong. thriving through alliances with other nations. We thought white men should be such allies to help us grow and fight back Haudenosaunee. But their greed caused plagues and famines, destroyed nations and families, brothers and sisters. The ones in black robes did even worse. That's why many Wendat loathe the fact that we still work with them. But we do it to survive.
I can't blame your people for feeling conflicted about this.
Neither can I. That's why I do all this. Guiding, translating, promoting commerce. It lets me keep avarice in check and fur trades fair, all while preserving Wendat values. Not a perfect solution, obviously, but it lets me stand tall for my people. And I'd rather struggle doing that than suffer doing nothing. It's easy to let fear get the better of us when it comes to them. But sometimes protecting our people means learning to understand, not learning to fight. Be sure to remember that once you find this poacher.
Do those feelings go away once you learn to understand them?
I'm not sure yet, but I don't think uncertainty should stop us from trying. That said, there is one exception.
A necklace?
The men in black robes I mentioned before. They all wear crosses like these. And I'm not sure they can be understood. Best keep away from anyone bearing that symbol.
But what if this belongs to the fur thief?
Then you'd best take it with you, in case it helps you find it. And you need to be very careful, Maikan. The person you're pursuing may be more dangerous than you realize.
I learned two things from traveling with Pierre. First is that he wasn't exactly a good man. Second is that it didn't take a good man to be a good teacher.
What's the holdup?
I found supper. See? Chanterelle. If only we had butter, we could...
Those ain't chanterelle. You see that glow? That means they're toxic. So don't eat them, unless you want to beg God to end the bloodiest runs of your life.
Oh, how did you learn that?
Personal experience. Anyway, come on. I think there's a good place to set up camp ahead. Yeah, this should do. What do you think, boy? You like this spot? Yeah, of course you do.
What a day. How much longer till Quebec?
At this rate, 2 more weeks, maybe a month.
I pray to Christ himself and God our Father, who loved us. By your grace, give us eternal encouragement and good hope. Strengthen
Why do you
our...
keep doing that?
Excuse me?
You know how to read, don't you? So why is it you never open that Bible?
I don't want to read it, Pierre. I just need a substitute for the rosary I lost. And this is all I have.
Oh, bullshit. Girl like you'd get her knuckles whipped raw just for touching that book back in France. Now you've got a golden opportunity to read it cover to cover, and you don't even care.
Well, maybe I'm a little curious, but it's still sacrilege for women to read this. And no matter how inspiring God's words are, they aren't worth sinning over, are they?
Only one way to find out, ain't there? Anyway, enough dawdling. We ain't done the day yet. I'll hack us some firewood. You get us birch branches for kindling. Should be some over there.
Again? I'm sick of kindling duty. Can't I chop firewood tonight?
No way in hell. I ain't never letting you near my axe after what happened last time.
I told you! My hand slipped!
Yeah. And my big toe damn near slipped off my foot. Just get the damn birch, Jeanne. Sooner you're done, sooner we eat.
Fine. Can't believe the way Pierre treats me sometimes. And what's with him trying to make me read the Bible? Sure, it's tempting, but... more of those toxic mushrooms. If they grow all over the place, I'll really need to be careful. At least he wasn't wrong about the birch. My feet are killing me. I need a break. Might as well finish my prayer. I pray to Christ himself and God, our Father who loved us. By your grace, give us... It really is quiet out here. Maybe I can take one look. Just to make sure he hears me. What am I doing? I need God's love, not his loathing. This is all Pierre's fault. Spending time with that bore is making me lose my morals. Lord, forgive me this trespass. Grant me... We better hurry. He'll throw a fit if he finishes before we do. What are these? Almost looks like deer tracks, but do deer get this big? Not sure I want to find out. These should do the trick.
Hey, you done yet?
Almost! Come on, boy. Let's head back before he...
Jeanne, you okay?
I'm fine! I'll have to look for another way back!
Make it quick. Don't like the looks of this.
It's so cold all of a sudden. Hey! Wait up! Boy? Frozen solid. How is that even possible? Capitaine! Can you hear me? Oh God! Capitaine! Is that you? Pierre! Pierre!
Christ, there you are.
The hell happened out there?
I don't know. All of a sudden there was this mist and...
Shit, they didn't follow me.
Follow? What do you mean?
You need to run. Fast and far as you can. Hide somewhere and wait. I'll find you.
But what about...
There's no time. Either jump or I push you.
Now, woman!
Hey! Wait for me! Capitaine! Lord, I beg of you, you can't let me die. Oh no!
Perfect. This Bushinao will tell other Innu where I'm headed. Assuming other Innu actually come. When I was young, I thought survival meant making the most of everything nature provides. But traveling alone reminded me survival is more than just, well, surviving. It's about connection to culture, history, people, even life itself. And those connections are everywhere. The tracks of roaming caribou, who feed us in winter, clothe us all year round. The familiar sight of a blooming yarrow great-grandfather uses to cure the ill. The intoxicating sweetness of ikude flowers and the smell of tea brewed from its petals. Those connections are what kept me going back then. Because no matter the distance, I knew Innu back home survived the same way. Still, connections alone couldn't keep solitude at bay. It hurt, having no one to speak to, no one to share stories or even laugh with. But that night, everything changed. There you are. These prints were at the shipwreck, left by that woman the poacher traveled with. If I find her, I'll find him. Wolves. Not good. What the... This is bad. She must be bleeding out. Or worse. Better hurry. Just my luck. I'll need to find some place to wait this out, with or without her. Fire! She's alive.
Arrête! Putain d'Iroquois, tu pensais m'avoir eu?
I'm not trying to hurt you, all right? Just calm
Hang
down
on.
and...
You're Innu.
I You speak Innu?
Damn well gotta speak it to trade with you folks, don't I? Now, you better have a real good fucking reason for creeping up on me. Spit it!
I'll tell you everything. Just calm down and lower your weapon. Please.
How about you quit telling me what to do and answer my goddamn question?
Easy. I'm not trying to... Look, I need your help and a place to wait out the storm. That's all. I swear.
Lucky you look scared enough for me to believe that. And you're even luckier pulling this trigger would probably kill me.
You lost a lot of blood. Let me take a look at it.
Back off. I was only hoping to see one person tonight. And it sure as shit wasn't you. So watch your goddamn step.
It was an insane situation. He could have been the man who ruined everything. Yet, I had to keep him alive, because this was my only lead to find that white belt.
Now, what kind of help do you need? Food, furs, my fucking hat?
Before I found you, I was following someone. She has information I need.
She?
A girl. And if I don't find out what she knows, my people in the East could die. Do you know where to look for someone like that?
Let's say I could tell you something. What's in it for me?
I'll make sure those injuries won't kill you. They may be serious, but I've handled worse.
Oh, well, either you're one hell of a bon Samaritain, or you plan on screwing me over. Not sure which I trust least.
If you're still reluctant to trust me, I can offer this as a show of faith.
So, what's your name?
Maikan?
This your first time bargaining with someone, Maikan?
No.
Could have fooled me. Then again, I can't be the easiest customer. Here's hoping you sew half as well as my last doctor.
It won't stop bleeding. I've got to keep moving. Oh, come on, Jeanne. It's just pain. You can do this. I need a place to hide, fast. footprints. They're fresh. Could this be? No. Too risky. That thing is still after me. I'll have to find him some other way. It's closer than I thought. What is that? Good God. It's like the work of the devil. Our Father, who art in heaven, protect me from this evil, and guide me on to my home. Captain? Oh no. Bones. Picked clean. Lord, I'm begging you, don't let this happen to me. I kept you in my heart. I resisted all temptation. You have to protect me. Wait, that's the river where I met Pierre. The Saint Laurent. That's it. Maybe I can follow it. All the way west to Quebec. And then... Oh God! Someone! Help! No, 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 God, not like this! Boy! Go away! Stay back!
Almost done.
I'm impressed. Wasn't expecting you to be a medicine man.
I'm not. But great-grandfather taught me well.
Great. Real comforting.
I didn't know what to think of Pierre at first. Just because he was hurt didn't mean he was harmless, let alone innocent. And yet, he cared about things I didn't know white men could care about.
What are you putting in there anyway?
You want to know how the remedy's made?
Sure. Once-in-a-lifetime chance to learn Innu healing, ain't it? Ugh. Besides, best to know what's in there before I chug it.
Sorry, Pierre. I can't tell you anything without great-grandfather's permission. I promise this is medicine, and it will help. I just...
Relax. Innu ain't the only ones who have shit they don't share with strangers. And I ain't about to repay you saving my life by sticking my nose where it don't belong. Long as you keep my lungs inside my body, I say ignorance is bliss.
Thank you.
But, Innu secrets aside, can I at least know why that stuff you're brewing smells like fucking death?
Don't worry. It's just tea and bear grease.
Bear grease?
Of course. You hunt, don't you? You must have tried the lard at least once. Oh. Well, it's supposed to give you energy, assuming you can stomach it.
Any chance it tastes better than it smells?
I'd call the taste nostalgic. Us Innu always eat bear lard during caribou hunts, so it has a special place in my heart.
Nostalgic doesn't mean good, you know. Christ, this wound makes laughing hurt.
What even did that to you?
Couldn't tell. Too much fog. But it was real big and real painful. And taking that fall, going after Jeanne, didn't help the painful part.
Jeanne? Is she the woman I asked about?
Yeah. We were traveling together till that thing showed up.
You called her partner. Does that mean Jeanne's your wife?
Her? Nuh-uh, not my type. Not by a long shot. I just found her hanging around some shipwreck back by the river. Should have seen her. Skin and bones, soaking wet, shaking like a leaf. Girl looked done for. But she's got moxie like men twice her size. If I'm still kicking, she must be too.
Wait. If you were at that shipwreck and heading west, then... I found this pendant by the beach. The same place you met that woman. Do you recognize it?
Sorry, kid. I ain't a man of God any more than you are.
Wait, so this isn't yours?
Never has been, never will be. And I plan to keep it that way.
Huh. No connection to the poacher. Good to know you're not responsible then.
Whoa. Responsible for what?
A white man like you did something terrible to my home. And great-grandfather says a spirit will punish us all for his crime. Unless I set things right, countless Innu could die come winter.
Shit. Sounds serious.
It lashes out because of a butchered wolf the poacher defiled. If I retrieve the stolen fur, I should be able to appease it. But white wolves are rare enough. Tracking a single pelt is...
Hold up. White? bleu. Jeanne. She has one. Freshly skinned, pale as snow. And she's taking it west. Call that a coincidence if you want, but...
That's it! I just need to find her!
You... and me both. So what do you say to teaming up? Help me find her. I help you find that fur.
Pierre, you'll need days to heal, and the longer I wait...
Son, you've never been this far west. You don't even speak French. Tracking one girl out there without a guide or an interpreter, that's suicide.
You're right. Then as soon as you're well, we head out. Together. Best we start healing you. Show me that wound. Huh. Frozen over. Like he was mauled by cold.
Jesus, kid. You okay? Is it that bad?
No. It's just... it looks familiar.
After fighting back a pack of wolves and spending half a month trying to reach Quebec alone, I thought the worst was finally behind us. But the worst was just beginning. Come on, let's find food before it gets dark. Even colder than last night. If this keeps up, foraging alone won't cut it. Boy, what's wrong? Oh. They're not running. That's right. I'm not going to hurt you. Good girl. Proud of yourself?
You're lucky I can't stay mad at you.
At least they left us fruit. Getting sick of nuts and berries, though. Wait. Is that a campfire? Maybe they can help us. Just like Pierre did.
Innu? Yeah, we know. Easy. I'm not trying to hurt you. My name is Tehon Wastasta. I come in peace.
Wait. You speak... But... you're not...
A Frenchman? Nah, afraid not. Though people say I have the accent for it. Is something wrong?
No, I'm fine. I just... You're kind of the first Indian I've ever seen.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but I'm Wendat, not Indian.
Oh. Right. Sorry?
It's all right. Besides, you surprised me, too. Hadn't expected the first white lady I meet to live in the middle of the woods.
I'm Jeanne, by the way. And this is Capitaine.
A pleasure to meet you. Though, I must admit, it's a confusing place to meet. I heard French women never leave Quebec's settlements. And that's days from here.
Well, you see... I've been lost in these woods for weeks trying to find those settlements. Then I saw your fire. Came looking for help. Because I don't think I'll be reaching Quebec without some sort of guide.
So, you want me to escort you the rest of the way?
I know it's a lot to ask, especially coming from a stranger, but please, if there's any way you can...
I'm sorry, but I cannot accompany you. I'm needed elsewhere, and soon. However, the Frenchmen I work with, they're headed for a trading post nearby. If you're willing to work, I could ask them to provide food and shelter to last the winter.
I'd be more than willing. I'll cut wood, sew clothes, do laundry, anything.
Seems like you'll enjoy being cooped up there more than me. Come, I'll introduce you. Maybe get you food and a seat by the fire, too.
Thanks, Tehonasa. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome. But it's Tehon Wastasta.
Tehoa. Wait, no. Teosata.
Just call me Tehon. By the way, how did you get so lost in the first place?
I was traveling with someone. A fur trader named Pierre.
Just one? I didn't think fur traders were allowed to work alone.
I mean, he was alone when I met him.
Strange. And where is this man now?
No idea. Something attacked us and we got separated. I just hope he didn't die trying to save me.
I see. Is he the one who gave you that wolf skin?
It used to be his partners, I think. Why do you ask?
Oh, it's nothing. Probably just a coincidence.
Quit saying stupid shit. He was Innu, not Lucifer.
Indio, sorry for the wait.
Finally! Where were you?
Hello?
A woman?
More like a fucking beauty.
These two needed help. I offered to take them with us to the post.
Since when do you get to make that kind of decision?
I couldn't just leave them there.
You're not in charge of this crew. I am. And I say we have no room for dead weight.
Wait. Please. I won't slow you down, I swear.
Yeah, don't be harsh, Albert. I mean, just look at her. She's a real...
Easy now. Let's stay calm. They've had a hard road to Quebec. Let's not make it harder.
Wait, Quebec? By themselves?
Indeed. Jeanne used to have a partner, but he met a grim fate.
Partner? Like, her husband?
He wishes. I'd never marry a traitor like him.
Traitor? A solo traitor?
I didn't know they could operate by themselves, but...
They can't. It's illegal.
Yeah. Saint Associé Company says lone woodrunners should be considered outlaws.
What are you saying?
Either the girl's been working with a fucking thief, or she pulled a fast one on you so she could get to us.
Is this true? You lied?
No. Listen, I'm not a thief. And Pierre never said anything about this. I swear.
You think we're gonna believe another word of your bullshit?
Next words out of your mouth better be the goddamn truth.
Yeah. How'd you really get your hands on that pelt?
And why's a harlot like you got a damn Bible? Well, well. Wait till the boss hears about this.
No. You mustn't get the Jesuit involved.
Jesuit? Why should I be scared of a Jesuit? I'm a good Christian woman.
Maybe you are. But that's not gonna save you from me. Get rope. I don't want her running off.
Albert, please! You can't!
Hey! Learn your place or I'll remind you of it, Wendat.
I always believed honesty was a virtue. But that day... Fine! Take me to him! I've been trying to tell you I'm supposed to meet your leader.
The hell'd you say?
What kind of woman in her right mind, who travels alone, would randomly trust a strange, potentially violent Indian she just met?
Jeanne?
Let alone if he's leading her to uncivilized, lecherous men.
Well, I mean...
Shit. That is weird.
Then why the hell did you follow him?
Please?
She's telling the truth. I'm escorting her at Augustin's request.
Morbleu. I never would have guessed.
Fine. You can come. But what happens after we reach the post is your problem. And you better pray to God I don't find out you were lying. Get her food. I don't want her hungry ass slowing us down.
Albert! You can't be serious. She's...
I said do it, you fucking inbreds!
Funny, isn't it? I lied because I was afraid of death. Of being alone. Yet, both those fears came true in the end.
My favorite season used to be when leaves change colors. A time when Innu set off on family journeys to hunt caribou and endure winter. But that day, those colors reminded me how far from home I really was. And that time was running out. Loons? Migrating already? Another warning from the winter spirit, I guess. Not like I need more after Pierre's wound. What will I have to do about him if we can't track down the white pelt? What if I have to...
Hey!
What took you so long?
You have any idea how hard it is to take a piss right now? Ah! I was trying to empty my bladder, not my whole goddamn chest cavity.
Careful, Pierre. I didn't replace all those bandages just to see you die from a bad joke.
My jokes are great. Bourgeois. Anyway, come on. Let's hit the road. Sure you want to lead the way? Thought you said you'd never been this far west.
I haven't, but I know exactly where we're going.
What, like by instinct?
Something like that. I've navigated forests my entire life, you know? Plus, you did notice her prints up there, right before we met.
Well, I won't argue with an Innu when it comes to tracking. But if somehow you get us lost, you ain't ever hearing the end of it. Terrain's getting rugged. I'd kill for one of those flying canoes right now.
Flying. Excuse me?
What, you never heard that story? Right, so... There's these three friends, yeah? They love hunting. Love it so much, they even skip Sunday Mass to shoot deer.
What's Mass?
Just some scam you ain't supposed to skip. Not important. Point is, one day, an old man shows up. Offers these guys a deal. Says if they hunt for him, he'll give them a boat to sail the skies. And the hunters, obviously, they're stoked. They agree and get a flying canoe.
How did the Elder make a flying canoe? Did he use a special bark?
Don't know, don't matter. Anyway, these hunters use the flying canoe to hunt more than ever. From dusk till dawn for days on end, they kill and kill and kill. But when they finally try to land, the canoe won't let them. Turns out the old man was the devil, cursing them for skipping Mass. So they end up damned to hunt for all eternity, roaming the skies in a flying canoe.
I don't think I understand. What's a devil?
He's, an evil spirit, basically. Worst of the worst.
Still doesn't explain why it lashed out like that.
Hey, I said they skipped Mass. They had it coming. Whole point of the story is about staying close to God and going to church.
Sounds more like a warning. Don't let greed drive you to kill needlessly.
Yeah, whatever. So, what about you, huh? You think you can tell a better story?
Of course. Let's see. A long, long time ago, there was a boy named Jakapesh who was very small. His parents were eaten by the hairless bear, Gariguashku, while he was still in his mother's womb.
Gruesome start.
Jakapesh was saved by his sister, who raised him to be a hunter. One day, the boy asked why the two of them were alone. Gariguashku ate our parents, she said. They lie dead inside his belly. Furious, Jakapesh took his bow and left, seeking revenge. His sister warned killing Gariguashku would solve nothing. But Jakapesh ignored her, and soon came face to face with the giant hairless bear.
About damn time.
When Gariguashku saw Jakapesh, who was small even for a little boy, he laughed. "You cannot kill me, no more than you can kill trees or rocks." Little did he know, Jakapesh's arrows could shatter larch and crumble stones.
Yeah, right.
Jakapesh shot Gariguashku in the hip, and the bear bled to death in tremendous pain. "Please," he begged, "scatter my flesh across the land. Only keep my skull." The boy did as Gariguashku asked, and the bear's meat turned to new animals. Then, when Jakapesh slit his belly, there was human hair inside. His parents' remains. For a moment, Jakapesh tried bringing them back to life, then realized he shouldn't.
Wait. Why not?
The world was full of animals now. The earth would be overcrowded if they came back. So he turned their hair to moss instead, to feed life rather than starve it. And Jakapesh went home, having learned his lesson. Death was to be honored and accepted, not resisted or avenged.
So, the hero fucked up.
He did, but he learned from his mistake too. If more outsiders could do the same, maybe our peoples could live in peace.
Well, not sure I love that story, but I like what it's trying to say. Oh, Christ.
What's wrong?
Thing scared the living shit out of me. See? Thought it was the thing that attacked me again.
You shouldn't be afraid, Pierre. This is a sign the forest is treated with respect. Innu do this to animals we hunt, to honor their deaths and give their spirits peace.
Yeah? Well, it sure as shit didn't give my spirit peace. be damned. You really did know where you were going.
Wait. Look at that.
At what?
There. Skid marks on the slope. Footprints at the bottom.
Holy hell. Must be hers.
Maybe. But something doesn't seem right. I should take a closer look.
Hang on. Check this out first. See here? Dog tracks. A few days old. Pretty sure they were left by Jeanne's dog. Mutt must have gotten spooked, so she went after him.
I don't think that's true. That print's almost bigger than my hand. And those claws.
Shit. Wolf?
Seems like it.
You think it was hunting her?
Only one way to find out. Whoa.
Guess we found the wolf's den.
Older than the last tracks. But there's a lot more.
Jesus. Must be damn near a dozen of the things.
Can't be. Most of these prints match. Shouldn't be more than 5.
5 sounds like plenty to me. You don't think these belong to her, right?
No. Bones are too small. Weeks old, too.
Weeks? Christ, no wonder they went for Jeanne. Mutts must have been starving.
Prints are deep, spaced apart, like they were sprinting. Chasing prey.
Can't make that jump with my wound still tender. Trail them without me. I'll find another way down, meet you ahead.
All right. Keep your guard up. The wolves could be nearby.
Don't worry. I'll be real ready for them.
What's all this? Just like back home. Is this Jeanne's doing? Does this mean she's close? Still fresh. Just a little further. Just a little further and I can... Easy. Easy. I know you're scared. But I'm not trying to hurt you, okay? Okay. I'm going to leave now. Nice and...
Maikan! Hold on! Say your prayers, Shisa.
Wait! It's not violent, just hurt. And afraid we'll hurt it more.
Fine. What's the plan?
Don't break eye contact, and...
Shit. What now?
Maybe we can...
I need more than a fucking maybe. God damn it!
Stop! You'll make the spirit...
Maikan! Get down! No!
Surprised you didn't go straight to bed.
I tried, but I have trouble closing my eyes around them.
Albert will be angry if you're too tired to keep up tomorrow.
You think he needs my help getting angry? Listen, Tehan. I wanted to apologize. I don't feel good about what I did, or how it ended up hurting you. But it was their fault, not mine. If I hadn't lied back there,
It's all right, Jeanne. I know you were only trying to survive. Obviously, I don't appreciate your methods. But your deceit isn't the issue. That is.
My Bible.
The men of God I've met all carry that same book. And if owning one makes you anything like them, helping you was a mistake.
What? How can you even say that? Priests sacrifice everything to serve God's will and make our lives better.
God's will, huh? What is that exactly? What does this spirit you all worship stand for?
Well, for me, God is. God is all-powerful and all-knowing. If you are good, he will grant you mercy and guide your soul to paradise. And if you commit evil without repentance, he damns you for all eternity.
Is this another lie?
What? Of course not. Why would you?
If that spirit really did punish evil, Jesuits would be suffering, not Wendat.
What do you mean by that?
These men of God are not what you think they are. And you need to know why.
Maikan? Maikan! Hey! What the hell you doing? We gotta move.
You go on without me. I'll catch up once I've taken care of the body.
Are you out of your... Kid, we have no damn clue how far Jeanne got, or if she's alive. And the longer we wait, the worse our odds of finding her get.
I don't care. I'm not going to forsake my people's principles and let another wolf be dishonored.
Jesus Christ. Maikan, you're not being realistic.
Realistic? What part of honoring the dead isn't realistic to you?
The part that puts our necks on the line. What if those wolves come back for us, huh? What if something worse comes? We'll die, the girl will die, and so will your goddamn people. Look, I killed that thing to save your life. Now, you can use that life to come with me, find Jeanne, and get your pelt back. Or, you can waste it here, coddling a corpse.
A waste of life? That's what you call this? What if that were me, Pierre?
Beg pardon?
You heard me. What if you missed the wolf and killed me instead? Would you bother digging me a grave? Or would that be a waste too?
That's not the same.
No? Then let's swap roles. What if I shot you? Would you prefer I just leave you there, or treat you with respect? If you can't answer, you have no right to judge what I'm doing. Because I'm not wasting anyone's life. I'm giving meaning to it. But maybe I was wrong to think someone like you would care.
How much wood do we need?
Jesuits came to our land bearing messages of peace. We welcomed them at first, shared our languages and customs, brokered alliances. But peace was never their goal. They only sought to convert my people to Christian faith, no matter what the cost. Granted, some went out and embraced God by choice. Others chose to preserve traditions. Yet all of us paid the price. Jesuits sowed malcontent among our ranks, fostering division. They fought to replace our leaders, hoping to control our very lives. When that failed, they spread plagues we had no cures for. And disease does not discriminate based on belief. We buried thousands because of them, Jeanne. Thousands.
Tejon, is this really what happened?
You think I'm lying?
No, of course not. It's just... why would good Christian men do that to innocent people?
What makes you think they consider us people? In the end, Haudenosaunee raiders scattered the Jesuits. Then, despite death, despite division, the Wendat stood tall. We rebuilt what could be salvaged, found new ways to move forward. But now, more than ever, we need to make peace with the past, learn to coexist. To do that, both our peoples must foster fair trade and understanding. Augustin, the priest who runs the trading post, agrees. And I want to believe he's better than the others. That together, we can heal from all this loss and pain. But every time I see his cross, or his book, or his condescending smile, I remember they took more from us than anyone will ever realize. And that's...
That's beautiful, Maikan.
Don't go falling behind, girlie!
I won't.
Are you ill? You didn't sleep much after our talk last night.
Just cold. And looking forward to a real bed.
Good thing we're close then.
Wow.
Sight for sore eyes, huh?
Albert, why was this area clean cut? Augustin promised to leave trees for Wendat.
Beats me. Must have been short on firewood.
But why take the ones we need for shelters? He could have just...
Hey, don't ask me. Ask him. He's the one out there dealing with the natives.
They're still here?
Tehan? What's wrong? Who's here?
The Wendat. Come to hunt and trade. But something must have happened. They were supposed to be gone by now. I hope Augustin has nothing to do with it.
Don't be so paranoid. He's a priest, not some two-bit thief.
I'd very much like to believe that. I should go on ahead. Make sure everything's all right. Meet you at the gates!
It was one thing to hear about strongholds scattered amid the New World's wilderness. It was another to actually see a house of God standing at the heart of it. The people who built that trading post didn't survive nature. They conquered it. It's like something out of a saint's vision.
All your kinsmen seek is shelter. God will always welcome those in need. Perhaps we can discuss the matter after I consult my associates.
Quattatio.
Father de Leon.
Gentlemen, I see the Lord did not bless you with fruitful hunts. Yet I see he graces us with a guest. My, such a precious lamb, led astray from her flock. What is your name, child?
My name is Jeanne, dear Reverend. And I'm no lamb.
I see. However, I am no dear Reverend either. Father Augustin will suffice. Where did you find this girl?
She found us. Came here hoping for a place to stay.
Yeah, was traveling with a trader before meeting us, apparently.
And she's a good Christian lass, eager to serve God just like you. Tehan said you were, looking for someone like that, sir.
Did he now? One might call it reckless to trust the word of a native who denies God's teachings.
I understand what you mean, Father. But regardless of faith, Tehan has a good heart. I just want to help him the same way he helped me.
That's quite the inspiring selflessness, my dear. Perhaps it could be put to good use. Men of God wounded Tehan's people in the past. Now they are wary to accept our aid. But should we teach them to trust us again, we'll do more than just good business. We'll make the world better. For everyone. Agree to do my bidding, to help foster peaceful relations with these unlucky Wendat. And I will gladly provide you room and board.
Promise not to repeat the mistakes of past Jesuits, and I'll agree.
You have my word. Do not let your men lay a finger on this girl. She is to serve Christ alongside me.
Sir, with all due respect, that harlot's a...
Albert, did I request your opinion or obedience? Tehan! Show Miss Angelique to her quarters. I want her well rested for tomorrow.
Fine. But if you take advantage of this woman, or use her to take advantage of us...
Oh, please, I've told you time and time again. I have no such mercurial intentions. My hand to God, she and I shall only work for the good of your kin.
Come with me. Tell me the truth. What did you agree to?
Relax. He just wants me to help you.
I was afraid of that.
Father de Lyon's trading post was little more than ramshackle lumber and a few angry brutes. But I had safety here, a routine, a home. And best of all, God was always watching over me.
Morning, Jeanne. You free to play dice? I want payback for last night.
Sorry, Florent, not now. Father Augustin has work for me.
Of course he does. Well, best not keep him waiting. He should still be at the chapel.
Got it. Thanks.
Keep walking, girl. I don't want to deal with your crap while I'm on break.
Tehan? Is everything all right?
Oh, endure, Jeanne. Just tired of negotiations going nowhere. Early winters make business complicated. But we'll handle it. We always do.
Okay. Good luck.
The dorm's roof sprung another leak! Christ, I'm sick of this shithole!
What were you expecting out here? Versailles?
Poor things. I feel bad having to cook them.
Just be glad we have a roof. A lot of places are way worse off than us.
Nothing like the smell of fresh baked loaves to make a place feel like home.
A lot of places are way better off, too! That Hudson Bay outpost we worked at with Bernard, that was leagues nicer than this!
They have enough guns to start a war. Golden lilies on royal blue. Nouvelle France's flag looks like the king's coat of arms. Must be hard to make wood bend like that without breaking. What awful handwriting. Must be Albert's. Father Augustin's cabin. Bet it's way nicer to sleep there than the dorms.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and pardon us our sins. Amen. Ah, good morning, Jeanne. Peace be with you on this fine day.
Thank you, Father. Albert said you needed me?
Indeed, and for an important task, no less. I presume you're aware of our guest's precarious circumstances?
I am. Tehan said the weather has been abnormally harsh. There's almost nothing left to hunt or forage, and their people's crops have suffered too. Some want to leave before the first snow, but it might be worse back home.
Dreadful, isn't it? Well, fret not, my dear. The Wendat shan't be forsaken. My associates and I will host a banquet soon, in honor of Toussaint.
We have enough food left for that?
Of course. I've been planning this celebration for quite some time, you know. We shall have fruit and bread, wine and venison, even mushroom stew. But to indulge in merriment when our allies suffer? That would be vile. Thus, I was hoping you'd extend Tehan an offer of conciliation. Invite him and the Wendat to stay a little longer, so they too may partake.
That's a wonderful idea, Father. but, I mean, no disrespect, but why not ask yourself, Father?
You've seen how unreasonable Tehan can be with me. No matter how benevolent my intent or delicate my wording, I fear he'll misinterpret my generosity as callous or conniving. But you, my child, you he will listen to and trust. Should you sway him, we may finally begin mending the rift between Frenchmen and Wendat.
All right. I won't let you down, Father.
You never do. Just be sure to extend our invitation sooner than later.
Just you wait, you fucking Iroquois. You ain't ready for me.
Bernard, what are you doing up here?
Keeping watch. Iroquois warbands have been attacking settlements a lot lately. But they won't get the drop on us again. The second I even think I see one, BAM!
Why are they raiding us in the first place? Is there something they want?
Far as I can tell, they just get a kick out of killing us. So I gotta keep ready. Just in case.
Is Tehan sure these are edible? Doesn't look like any fruit I've ever seen. I think I know someone who might like this.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You're supposed to be sweeping the goddamn dorms, so get to work!
I'm not your maid. You clean them. And if you have a problem with that...
You're goddamn right I do. You slack off, waste food, and your stinking mutt's a pain in my ass. So give me one goddamn reason I oughta...
You know, your boss really won't be happy if he hears you made me late.
Those floors better be spotless tomorrow.
Thanks, boy.
Oh, Jeanne! Oh, what brings you here?
I was supposed to deliver a message, but... Tehan, since when have things been like this?
Longer than I care to admit. We're managing now, but it is becoming colder. Unless trades or hunts improve soon, things will get worse before they get better.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known it was this bad, I would...
Come, we should talk elsewhere. Give him a chance to rest.
Unreliable, Jeanne.
Oh, Ndio?
Now, what's all this about a message?
Well, it's good news, actually. Father de Lyon wants to invite you and the others to a feast.
A feast? For what occasion?
Nothing all that special, really. All you need to know is that the Wendat would need to stay a few more days to attend.
This seems too good to be true. And with the timing of his invitation, what is that Jesuit plotting this time?
It's not like that. He only wants to help.
What? By watching my people freeze and starve? All he wants is to endanger them. Make us reliant on salvation. Nothing else.
Look, Tehan. You have every right not to trust me. But... turning him down is only going to make things worse. Wendat could die if things don't change soon. And I don't want that to happen. So please, stop clinging to anger or pride. Let us help before it's too late.
You're right. We won't make peace with the past by letting fear dictate our choices. I'll tell Augustin we accept.
Glad to hear that. Do you, want me to come with you? Just in case?
If you want. Though you've already done more for us than I could ask. Besides, you may have your hands full already.
Sorry, boy. Now's not a good time. Hey, it's okay. We'll come back and play some other time, all right? Some other time. That's right. Back then, I didn't realize those halcyon days wouldn't last.
Watch your head.
Thanks. I don't understand. The weather's getting colder. But Pierre learned his lesson. The winter spirit shouldn't resent him anymore. Unless...
Everything all right? You're muttering again.
Sorry, I just... Never mind. It's not important.
If you say so. Come on. Gotta keep pace if we want to catch up.
By the way, what's a poste de traite like, exactly?
You don't know? Thought there was one by Totiskak.
Oh, there is, but... I hated the fact it even existed. Our traders came back from there drunk, or dying from diseases we couldn't cure. So I'm not exactly thrilled about visiting a place just like it.
No wonder you're jumpy around white folks. Well, anyway, a poste de traite is, like a fortified meeting place for traders, basically. Natives bring furs, Frenchmen pay with goods, and both sides go home richer.
Something tells me the French go home richest.
That's sometimes the case. Watch your step! Ice here's slick as shit.
So, what makes this poste de traite special?
Well, apparently, a missionary runs it.
Missionary? Like those men in black robes?
That's what I heard. They say he don't care much about making money either. Maybe the guy's just a saint looking to help folks in need, but still, it's pretty odd.
And you're sure Jeanne will be there?
Nope, but her trail's gone cold, and we don't exactly have other leads. My guess is she struck a deal to get shelter for the winter. Or she stocked up on supplies before heading for Shipwreck.
I just hope she hasn't sold the fur.
Christ, I'm sick of walking uphill. Oh, fuck this. I'm done. Let's call it a day. What's on your mind?
I'm not looking forward to being surrounded by white men again.
You'll be fine. We've been speaking more French than Innu lately, haven't we?
I should be thanking my oh-so-humble teacher for that.
Best way to repay me is with a bottle of good booze. Hell, there's an idea. We should share a drink once we get there. You know, celebrate getting this far together.
A drink? Like firewater? Your idea of friendship is to poison me with alcohol. Are you insane?
Jesus, relax, kid. It was a suggestion. Shit. Remind me to keep my mouth shut next time.
I'll go get firewood. Every now and then, Pierre did things that made my belief in him waver. He always called them mistakes. Good intentions gone wrong. But those mistakes happen so often. I kept thinking he made them on purpose. Like he was testing me, learning what he could get away with. And I was afraid one day he'd get away with worse than I could imagine.
You're better with an axe than I thought. Sure you don't want a break?
I'm fine. Keep them coming.
You're the boss. Good. Again. Gonna have enough wood for that Toussaint bonfire in no time.
Hey!
Morning, Tehan.
Where is he?
Huh?
Augustin. Where?
He's at the chapel, but...
Christ. Never seen him that worked up before. Well, not our problem. Come on, one more swing. Nice.
What you did, traitor?
All right, next one, Jeanne. Chop, chop.
On second thought, I'll take you up on that break.
Fair enough. Don't take too long, all right?
Oh, enlighten me then. Calmly. You must not yell in the house.
Do not give me orders! They told me what you did. Your chants, your holy water. What gives you any right to do that behind my back?
You're being unreasonable. I only offered prayers to the ill. Where's the harm in...
Don't you dare lie! I know this feast is just another ploy. But I will not let Jesuits hurt my people again, no matter what I have to do.
Tehan, I gave you my word. I will not force the Wendat into anything. If they come to me seeking God, it will be of their own free will.
You!
Oh, good day, Miss Angelier. How go preparations?
Everything's on schedule.
Wonderful.
What now? Which one of them am I supposed to talk to about this? Father de Lyon? I don't mean to pry, but...
You wish to know about the situation you eavesdropped in the chapel? No need to be embarrassed. Curiosity is not evil. Come, sit. Poor thing. This was your first time seeing Tehan so angry, wasn't it?
Yes, Father. It was. He's always so patient and calm. But seeing him act that way was just...
Regrettable, isn't it? And all I did was pray. Despite his many qualities, I do believe our dear interpreter struggles with control.
What do you mean?
You've noticed, haven't you? The way he shields the Wendat, even from acts of kindness? Well, you see, my child, that is not protection. That is denying men the freedom to choose for themselves. Those Wendat cannot even reject God of their own volition, let alone accept him.
Father, forgive me, but it sounds like you prefer they reject salvation. I thought Jesuit missionaries were sworn to convert non-believers.
Indeed, and it would be falsehood to claim otherwise. However, faith cannot be forced upon anyone. Salvation is a choice. And I cannot make the choice for them. Only provide opportunities for it to be made. If necessary, I'll nudge them in the right direction, of course. But nothing more. For they must embrace God of their own free will, just like you. I know it must be difficult, hearing all this at once. But I trust you will continue to stand by my side and help foster lasting peace.
Of course, Father. I promise.
Oh, bless your soul, child. Now, return to your duties. Our guests shall be arriving soon.
These ones are ready, Florent.
Perfect. Just get those mushrooms for the Wendat stew, and we're done. They're in food storage. Crate marked with a cross.
Got it.
Savanes, Ashkenonia Shis. Oh, Ashkenonia, yes.
So your name's Wahoen.
Dio, Tehan.
Dio, Jeanne. How's everything going?
Better than expected, despite the language barrier. All we're really missing is you.
That's sweet of you. But taking part in this feast would mean supporting the faith it celebrates. And I cannot give Augustin that satisfaction.
I understand. Well, if you change your mind.
You'll be the first to know, I promise.
I shouldn't bother him more than I already have. If he comes around, fine. If not, I need to accept it.
What does that mean in French?
Hey, boy.
You're
Wanna walk with
seriously
me?
not making this up?
Fine. Be
Hell
a
no.
glutton.
And to God, I walked in on the boss getting dressed by accident. And he has huge scars on his back. Like, waist to neck.
Water? Strong water.
Oh, you and I are gonna get along.
Hey, Florent. Why are we making 2 stews?
De Lyon's orders says Wendat don't like salt, so we're making a separate batch. Now get those mushrooms before this gets boiled to mush.
I love me some strong water.
These must be the mushrooms. Wait, why are they?
Those ain't chanterelles. You see that glow? That means they're toxic. So don't eat them, unless you want to beg God to end the bloodiest runs of your life.
No, 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 no! This has to be a mistake.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Father Augustin, there's an emergency. Look.
Not fond of chanterelles, are we? Worry not, child. They're for Wendat only.
No! They're toxic! People could get sick or die from these.
Who told you this?
The man I traveled with, Pierre, he told me... Wait. Who told me? You knew! There has to be a mistake, I don't...
Miss Angelier, please, calm yourself. I have no intention of killing anyone. That would be barbaric. This is simply a little nudge in the right direction. With this, our Wendat guests will embrace God and make our world a better place.
How does poisoning people make anything better?
It will render the Wendat weak and pliable. Perfect for our purposes of peaceful conversion.
Conversion? How could you? The Wendat needed you!
Indeed. And once they fall ill from eating these, they'll need me more than ever. However, only those who accept Christ as Savior will receive aid, of course.
That's inhuman!
Perhaps. But they've rejected salvation so often, drastic measures have become necessary. After all, I would sooner kill a heretic than fail to redeem one.
I believed in you. Believed in God's love. But I should have believed in Tejon instead. Because you're a monster!
You know nothing about monsters, girl! You have not witnessed what those animals are capable of! You have not buried saints who carried his message of peace! We Jesuits were sent to shepherd the Lord's wayward flock. But those savages are not lambs of God. They are a murder of crows. I have seen them feast on the livers of living men, even as they wailed for mercy. I have seen them skin scalps from the heads of pastors, like peel from Eden's apple. I have seen hell, Miss Angelier, crossed its rivers, wandered its valleys. And I know you have as well. Because you're exactly like me.
How dare you! Your vices are far worse than mine!
No, I believe not, my child. From the moment we first met, you confessed to lying. You deceived that filthy Wendat you so stubbornly claimed to care for. And you did it strictly for your own benefit. That is despicable. And who knows what other falsehoods you've sown. You are a wicked creature, child. But do as I say, and God will forgive you. Refuse, and I will banish you in his name, back into those wicked wilds.
Fine then! Banish me! I'm not afraid!
Oh, but you should be. Because I will throw you into those blizzards, naked and starving. I will deny you the companionship of Tehan, traders, even your dog. And I will brand your flesh with fire, to let the whole world know you're beyond God's help. Now, I suggest you consider your options very carefully. Because whether you do what must be done, or suffer heresy alongside them, God and I will be watching.
If I want to live, I have to... I can, but... Tehan.
Jeanne?
All of you, calm down!
You wonder what the... Hey! Keep in line!
Is this what it's come to, Augustin? We don't bend the knee, so you have us poisoned?
Tehan, I assure you this is a grave misunderstanding. Nothing more. Tell your men to calm down.
Acquaintito! I am through hearing you pretend to be innocent, you murderer! Jeanne told us everything!
She what? Do you realize what you've done? What God will do to you for betraying me?
If God punishes me for this, so be it. But your punishment will be worse. Because I'm not the one who turned his message of peace into a weapon of hate.
We want justice, Augustin!
You scum! Seize her!
No! Put me down!
Jeanne! Albert! Let her go! She's...
Stay out of this, Tehan! This ain't your problem. This is between her and... Ah! Get off me!
No! Capitaine!
Innu!
Stop! You back off!
No, boy, please, get up!
Hold them back! All of you!
Fire!
It's okay, boy. I've got you.
Don't let her get away!
Just hang on.
God knows what you've done, girl! And he will make you pay!
Come on. Quit lagging behind.
How much longer till the poste de traite?
Not far now. Just gotta get past these hills. And thank fuck, too. I'd kill a man for a warm bed right now.
I'd worry more about Jeanne if I were you.
Well, ain't much we can do for her, other than hope she's there. Same goes for that wolf pelt.
Wait. Is that... the winter spirit?
Hey! Where you going?
You go ahead. I'll catch up. The mist. Is it guiding me? This is worse than ever. Like the closer we get to that poste de traite, the more it lashes out. I don't understand. Is this because of Jeanne?
Maikan! Get the fuck over here! Holy shit! Holy shit!
What in the... How did this happen?
Who cares? If Shan's in there with the fur.
Look! Outside the camp!
Survivors?
We need to get down there and help. Fast!
Right, lead the way.
Please, we need... Maikan! Is that you?
Wait, you know this guy?
Now's not the time! Right now, we need to put out that fire!
No, it's too late for that. Just gather survivors and tend to wounded. I can't handle them alone.
Yeah, no shit.
I'll take care of the traitors. You two, help the Wendat!
Thank you. Hurry, Maikan!
Keep it together, man. We need to get you out of here.
What's wrong with him?
I'm not sure. He was running a fever before getting these burns. But when we put snow on them... You were trained by a medicine man, right? Tell us what to do.
I don't know. I think he's in thermal shock, but great-grandfather never taught me how to handle this. And medicine is sacred. If I act without guidance...
If we don't act, he dies!
Boil water for tea, and mash red berries with bear lard. That should help with fever and infection. You, mix the rest with beaver oil and crushed fir. Apply it like salt once his burns are clean, and hope for the best. I can't guarantee it'll work, but...
Help! Help me! Someone was still inside? Come on!
Lord! You cannot do
Wait.
this!
You!
Not to me! Tehan! You spawn of Lucifer! Do you realize what you've done?
What I've done? You brought this on yourself, and I should let you burn for it.
What are you doing? We need to save him!
No, we don't. There is no understanding of men who only want to break us. And our people won't know peace until we're rid of him for good.
Abandoning that man will only prove he's beaten you. He'll die, knowing all of us will forsake principles if we're pushed to the edge. And is that what you want? To justify his prejudice? You cannot let fear and hate consume you like they consumed him.
I'll lift the beam. You drag him out.
Right.
What are you doing? Get away! I don't want your pity!
Please just take my hand and...
Don't touch me! I'd rather die than be saved by savages! And I'd sooner kill a heretic than fail to redeem one! Get out of there!
I learned a hard lesson that night. No matter how hard I try, no matter how good my intentions, some people cannot be saved by understanding alone.
Why? The bleeding won't stop. No! No, 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 no! Please stay awake. I need you. Lord, I'm begging you. Don't take him. I can't do this alone. I'm here, boy. It's okay. I'll be here. Till the end. I tried. But they won't save him. Just breathe. We're safe. You can rest. Qui peut oublier un jour? Le monde essaie massacre. Je peux croire un instant l'amour quand on danse pas, mais ne peut oublier un jour. Le monde essaie massacre. Je peux voir un coucher de soleil sans que la nuit tombe, mais ne peut trouver le sommeil lorsque mon monde s'effondre.
What now?
Oignon est content. En check ya, ha?
Au. Siarasko I John Innu.
Yadarondan, Maikan. Deawesquak. Attendion Rashondiak.
Yatohyan.
Is this seriously all that's left? Christ. How the hell do we start over from this?
I always struggled to imagine a future where our peoples could coexist. But those men looked like they couldn't picture any future. The remains of their settlement didn't look like a lost home, but the bones of a beast that fed on greed.
He wanted to be a dad, Flora, more than anything in the world. But all I did was call him a drunk. And now?
The sick Wendat, Saranes. He died from his injuries overnight. I just hope my attempted remedy did something to ease the pain. We'll bury you properly soon. May your journey back to Mando be safe.
God damn it.
The man in the black robe. He's missing.
It's not your fault, Christophe. He's in a better place now.
Someone there! Pierre? I had to find the one who did this. He robbed this man, just like the wolf. What kind of mentor defiles his brother instead of burying him? What are you doing?
Crap. Look, this ain't what it looks like, all right? I was only gonna...
What? Keep quiet and hope I never found out? Just like you lied about butchering that white wolf.
How the hell do you know about...
I knew from the start, Pierre. My mistake was pretending I didn't. I thought you were past treating living things like garbage. But that was too much to expect from someone like you.
Ah, Christ. I was afraid you'd lose your shit like this.
How else am I supposed to react? Why did you ask me questions about Innu and our values in the first place? Did you ever care enough to learn? Or was that another lie to make me trust you?
How fucking stupid are you? First off, you shouldn't care what happens to this filthy hustler. And I'm doing this because I need to, not because I want to. The only way to survive at a time like this is making the most of what death leaves behind.
That's your excuse for debasing corpses?
What do you mean, excuse? Leaving this guy and his shit to rot would be worse! That was the whole point of your waste of life speech, wasn't it? I mean, goddamn. Say what you mean, and tell me what's so wrong with staying alive!
Survival is not the issue here. It's the fact you do so without any respect for the fallen!
Yeah? Well, respect ain't worth squat if it kills you.
Excuse me?
In a perfect world, we'd be treating every stinking corpse like the second coming of Christ. But fact is, if you die caring for the dead, you can't do sweet fuck all for the living. So, you better face reality and get your priorities straight. Or, you'll be burying Innu instead of saving him. Now piss off and let me work.
Some people cannot be saved by understanding alone. Do you know why Innu won't seek revenge on people like you? We believe in something called Bashta-Winitamu. It's the knowledge that those who harm their fellow man, or the land Mandu gifted us, will one day suffer the same harm they inflicted upon others. That's why overhunting leads to starvation, why hatred begets hatred, and why people like you, who stoke the winter spirit's anger, brought disaster onto our home.
What's your point?
My point is, I'm sick of wasting my life trying to help you. I used to believe saving you might somehow save my people. But you never want to learn, and don't care about fixing what you've broken. You aren't worth the breath I waste teaching you to be better. Nor the blood I'd spill making you pay for what you've done. All I do is delay the Pashtawinatamu you have coming.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
To track down the white wolf you mutilated, and to do everything I can to save the Innu. They don't deserve to suffer the way you will. I don't regret leaving Pia behind, but it's all nothing. Desolation would still wait me in Tuduskak if I went back empty-handed. And odds were the wolfskin I needed was nothing more than embers. But somehow... What is this? Was that? It can't be. Right there, at the end of the path, when I thought I'd lost everything.
That's how I met you.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you bury him.
I'm the one who should be apologizing. I mean, the stuff I put you through, without realizing. I was so stupid, and stubborn, and short-sighted, and I never wanted it to end this way.
You did what you had to do. We both did. I just wish I knew what we had to do now.
Isn't this the wolf you've been chasing?
Yeah, but I used to think appeasing the spirit's anger was all that really mattered. And I'm not sure if it's that simple anymore.
I wish you two could have met.
Me too. He sounded like a good friend. I'm surprised you kept it all this time.
Well, without my rosary, I had no other way for God to hear me pray. But I wish I could have heard his answer. Just once. Maybe then, I'd know if he had a reason for doing this. Hey, do you have any idea how we're supposed to move past all this?
Not anymore, no. But I think we should start by going back. What's wrong?
It's him. You said he died, but I wasn't expecting to see him like this.
He chose this, Jeanne. Part of me still thinks Tehombostasta was right to say the man deserved death.
No, it's not that. I almost killed people because of him. I couldn't just sit there and let Tehon suffer, but... what if he was right? What if this really is God's punishment for my betrayal? Maybe I never should have had faith to begin with. In him, or in God.
What do you mean?
I was too obstinate to realize how far I'd strayed, until it was too late. So what's the point of believing any of this, if all it does is ruin lives?
Listen, I can't deny Jesuits like him did terrible things using God as justification. And I'm convinced other outsiders will use the same justification to do worse in the future. Because beliefs, they change us. They can color the way we think, limit our perspectives, make us lose sight of what matters. And yet, I don't think that means your faith, any faith, is fundamentally wrong. Even if your faith's convictions led you astray, they gave you reasons to keep fighting too. I know that, because it was the same for me. Giving up on the Innu would have been like giving up everything that makes me who I am. So, if those convictions are why both of us are standing here, I can't truly call them evil.
Then... you don't think I should cast him aside?
I don't know. It's not my choice to make. I just think beliefs should inform who we are, without dictating who we have to become. So even if you cast aside faith, never cast aside the courage and the compassion that it taught you.
I really wish Father Augustin had been more like you.
Seems they started recovering supplies.
Want to give them a hand?
No offense, but I don't think I'll be comfortable around that many outsiders.
Is that because you think we're irredeemable or something?
Worse, I think you're complicated. Every time we're about to see eye to eye, or realize we're not so different, something seems to go wrong. And I'm left wondering if understanding is just some naive dream. But maybe I'm the reason things feel that way.
Hey, yes, I. Quit dicking around and help us out.
I just can't get over the fact everything is changing because of them. I should be back home, living like an Innu should live, not wondering how much longer we have left. But how do I protect our home, our way of life, when those people keep tearing both apart?
I'm not sure I'm the right person to answer that. But you may already have an answer, standing right in front of you. Regardless of how things ended between you, your words changed Pierre. Even if it was just a little, you taught him to see the world through your eyes. If you can do something like that for someone like him, who says you can't do the same with them?
Because a child like me won't succeed where even Tehombostasta failed. Even if my words did reach him, he still chose to ignore them and dishonor the dead like before. And if the others are the same as him, I don't know what I'm going to do. I keep wishing that I'd never chased the White Wolf's killer. Maybe then I could keep pretending things can stay the same, instead of realizing how powerless I really am.
I know how you feel. Part of me still regrets boarding that ship back in La Rochelle. But regret can find you on both sides of the ocean. And staying behind would have only made things worse for both of us. You said your people's values and your love for this land, they're impossible to cast aside. And ignoring the urge to act, only to realize you could have done something before it was too late? That sounds a million times more soul-crushing than this. Because regardless of the outcome, your actions helped people. You saved Pierre's life in that cave. You fought to rescue people in that fire. Stopped Tejon from making a terrible mistake. You're even helping me. So even if there are unresolvable differences between us, we can't let them stop us from changing the things we can change.
How, then? How do we change the right things without changing who we are, what we believe in?
Out there, everyone has to adapt if they want to survive. But adapting doesn't have to mean sacrificing the things that define us, either. It's like, deer don't stop being deer just because they shed their antlers, right? Our peoples didn't make it this far by giving up, and neither did we.
You know, this may not sound like a compliment, but you remind me of my great-grandfather. You spoke to Pierre?
Yeah. He agreed to take me to Quebec, just like he promised. It'll be nice to travel with him again, I think. Besides, he knows I'm more than dead weight by now. How about you? Back to Totuskak?
Mm-hmm. First, I helped the Homostasta's group with reparations, and then... well, I'll admit, I'm still not sure what to do about the Winter Spirit's grudge. But I won't let that stop me from keeping the Innu safe.
Hey, if this is goodbye, then, I think you should take it with you.
But that's... I don't know how I could repay you for...
You already have.
I can't begin to tell you how much this means to me. So, I just hope this somehow makes for a fair trade.
You kept it. All this time.
I know you might not believe in what this symbol represents anymore. But I have faith you'll find your way out there, no matter which path you choose to take. So, promise me you won't be afraid of change either, all right?
I promise.